What's going on? We back. Marcy Sports Talk in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video, man. Let's talk about pass rushers that's on the block. Are there any pass rushers that can help the Detroit Lions in free agency? I picked a few of the top guys. I left out Frank Clark from the Seattle Seahawks and from the University of Michigan because I believe he will be franchise tagged. And we know the Lions, by a lot of mock draft people, which I take it for a grain of salt, that they are dubbed to probably take an inside linebacker in the first round from the number 8 position. I think they're picking that. And can they get relief from the edge in free agency? And there's plenty of relief. It's plenty of explosive pass rushers. It's plenty of balanced running pass rushers in free agency. The Lions have a big need for edge rusher. A huge need. You know, I don't think Zeke Yancey is the answer. When he was healthy for a short amount of time, he actually did the damn thing, to be honest. You know, he was a good balanced pass rusher, could stop the run. He was a disruptor, but he just, couldn't stay healthy enough. So we need somebody to come in here and really, really set the edge and really give us that explosive pass rusher off the edge. Now, my theory is this. I believe that the Lions, should draft the inside linebacker. I'm just saying right now, we're finding inside linebacker, and it's kind of relief out there on the free agent market. And I'll talk about that another time. I believe they should go ahead and, let's just say hypothetically, they took an inside linebacker, the kid White from LSU. All right, to take him, they move Davis to the outside, keep Christian Jones on the other side, I guess, for right now, and you move Kennard to put his hand in the dirt. All right. Then you could take one of these guys, and I think you would be solidified with Romeo Rockwell, Eli Hero behind them. I don't know if they want to bring back Kerry Hyder or if Ezekiel at a cheap price, but, bringing one of those guys back with Eli Hero and Romeo Rockwell, and maybe taking a pass rusher late in the draft or, later in the draft, gives them some depth. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they got needs, for defensive tackle behind, Kennard, not behind Kennard, but behind Hand behind Snacks. So they got a need behind them. I'm not sold on A'Shawn Robinson at all. I think they got a need behind them, but this is the way they should fix it. But where they spend the money is the real question. But let's get into it. Trey Flowers is somebody a lot of people like coming from the Patriots. Obviously, he got tossed to the Patriots organization. He got 7.5 sacks. For me, Trey Flowers is a good balanced defensive end. You know what I'm saying? He's not super fast, twitchy. But he's solid, and he don't probably have the super fast 40 time or nothing like that. But really real balanced guy. He had 57 combined tackles this year, 25 assisted, 7.5 sacks. So I like him. He's not one of the guys that I'm really saying that the Lions got to get. I think they need more electricity off the edge, in my opinion. They need just electricity. They need that speed rusher that can turn speed into power or power into speed. I think speed into power. I believe they need that guy, more than Trey Flowers. But Trey Flowers would be a good, he'd be a good, he'd be a good opposite of Zeke Yancey. You know what I'm saying? Coming from the blind side of the quarterback, I think he should be on the front side. He kind of reminds me, more of those balanced defensive ends that play on the front side. So we looking for, the blind side, the orthodox quarterback for the pass rusher. But I like him. I won't be mad, but I wouldn't, his numbers don't indicate that, he's this, big splash, big money guy. But, New England plays a different system that kind of hampers, the ability for him to probably get the stats he wants. So we'll see. Dante Fowler's another guy went to the Los Angeles Rams and made plays instantly. He caused the Drew Brees interception to really seal the game for the Los Angeles Rams. Had some troubles off the field, had some injuries coming out of Florida first year, but he electric, man, and you can get him for a good price. I don't think the Rams can bring him back. I think he's going to be wanted, especially if he keep making noise in the playoffs. He's electric off the edge. He can stand up and rush the passer. He can put his hand in the dirt and rush the passer. I like him a lot. One of the, that fast, twitchy, electric guy off the edge. But you fear if you give a guy like that money, he will regress. I think that's the worry about him. You got to worry about his mental, how much he had matured. Sit down and talk to him. But I like him off the edge. A lot of electricity. I think you can get him for the biggest bargain on the list right here. Huge bargain right now is Dante Fowler. And he an athlete, man. He can pass. He can rush the passer. You know, he definitely can do that. He can stand up, play some linebacker for you. And a 3-4, he can probably play a little bit of 4-3 linebacker. I like him a lot. And you can move him around, blitz him, stand him up. You can play him on the other side, defensive end. You can play him at linebacker. You probably can rush him from the middle linebacker position, versatility. And he bargained. He a bargain price more than anybody else on this list. He seemed like he got his knee together, and Jacksonville just toxic locker room with, you know, Ramsey and them being mad at Blake Bortles. I think it kind of debilitated their morale defensively because Blake Bortles sucked so bad. But Dante Fowler is really high on my list because he's a bargain guy. D4, yes, Mr. Lineup offsides. Lined up offsides in the AFC Championship game, and I heard he lined up offsides in the Pro Bowl again. You know, good pass rusher. You know what I'm saying? Him and Justin Houston was a great tandem. You know, he took over for Tom Ali out of Auburn. Good pass rusher from the outside, especially if the Lions want to play more of that 3-4. He ain't more the put your hand in the dirt type of guy. He more a 3-4 edge rusher, but he can put his hand in the dirt. He get after the pass rusher, but the problem with him is that he's not that good against the run, really. You know, I don't see him being the defensive, you know, end we need to really, you know, play the run and play the pass. He's more of a pass rusher, so, you know, he's pretty good. He kind of remind me of Fowler. I think Fowler a little bit better against maybe a little bit better against the run, a little bit more bigger, stronger than D Ford. If the Lions really, truly want to go to a 3-4, it ain't bad to probably, you know, put D Ford or Dante Fowler on the opposite side of Devin Kennard, in my opinion. I think that'd be nice. But I like D Ford a lot other than him lining up off sides, but good solid player in my opinion. Then you talk about DeMarcus Lawrence. I like him a lot. He didn't show up towards the end of the season. I don't know if he got wore down or whatever it was. I know the Rams defensive line whooped on him. He more of the smaller variety like, you know, D Ford and Fowler. But he's an electric pass rusher. A guy that can get it off the edge. A guy that can play the run a little bit better than D Ford as well. Natural defensive end. Bring a lot of spark, bring a lot of spunk, electricity off the edge. And that's the way to make a splash. Putting DeMarcus Lawrence down there with snacks and hand, and possibly moving Kennard down on the opposite side. That's a major move right there. And Lawrence, when he's on, he's a big time player. I don't know if the Cowboys is going to franchise tag him. I envision they will, or try to come to a contract extension. But somebody to look at, man. Also, man, I like Lawrence. Like I said before, electric coming off the edge, man. You need that electric pass rusher. He could play the run a little bit too, so it's not really a liability in the run game, as you know D Ford or Fowler kind of could be. But you know, talk about the last guy, Jadeveon Clowney, good player. You wonder why, you know, the Houston Texans didn't produce better with their defense with J.J. Watt, Clowney, and Honey Badger. You know, obviously they had some issues in the back end. If you've seen the way that Andrew Luck diced them up and cut them up in 3 games they played this year, you probably say it was the back end that couldn't hold up. But Clowney is an animal. He's probably the prized possession on the free agency list this year. Bring a lot of electricity off the edge, a lot of speed to power, can stand up, could put his hand in the dirt and rush the passer like he did in college. You know, this is one of the guys, I think the top guy the Lions should look at, but he's going to have plenty of options. Possibly Houston can franchise tag him. I'm not sure if they will. Had some injury issues early on, but he pretty much got it together. But you worry about him and Fowler, you know, getting their money, and probably a little bit DeMarcus Lawrence getting their money and being lazy, you know what I'm saying? But if you get the effort out of Jadeveon Clowney, he's going to cost you the most, I think. You know, but that's somebody, I mean, it's this position that you need. You need that pass rusher, but let me know who you guys, you know, like the best out of the pass rushers given, or you like somebody else to come in off the list, or you just want to just go ahead and see what the draft beholds. But I'm of the nature that I take one of these guys in free agency, and then you know, then I'll draft somebody in the middle rounds, you know, to develop behind them. But Motor City Sports Talk, appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget we on Facebook. Don't forget we on Twitter. Also, can reach out to the email if you got a business question, inquiry, or sponsorship. You know, and if you want to make a donation to the channel, that link's there as well too. Keep looking out for us. We keep doing some more of these preview free agent talk. I may come back with another one today or tomorrow, so you got to be on the lookout. And know the Pistons don't come back till Tuesday. Obviously, the Super Bowl is Sunday. So let me know what y'all feel about, you know, the pass rusher situation in Detroit. Marcy Sports Talk, your boy CJ Goodfellow. One time for the one time.